Yesterday, we did a video in regards to the new uncovered details about the Mlolongo for abductees. And the video, we made a mistake. We didn't realize that in the middle of the video, from the 6th minute of the video had lost its sound. But now allow me to diverge deep into the story that we're speaking about. And this story now, we have the real intel in regards to the abductions of the Mlolongo 4. Now, when I spoke yesterday, I informed you that from the day that the information came in about the abduction of the Mlolongo 4, we were in doubt whether these people were kidnapped or were abducted because of them criticizing the government of the day. And this is what had really triggered us to ask ourselves question. Were these people involved in other businesses apart from the one that has always been the cause of abductions in the country? And we found our answer to the question. Because these young men, the four of the Mlolongo abductees, were best friends. These people have been working together. These people live in the same vicinity. These people have been working together, and they don't have any social media footprints showing that they have been criticizing the government of the day. Now, as I said earlier, we did an interview while at the city mortuary when Kalonzo Musyoka visited the vicinity to verify the bodies of the said 4 men that were abducted. We did uh, an interview with the sister of one of the missing 4 men from of the Mlolongo abductees, and that is Kalani Moema. The sister, uh, we asked her the question about the relationship between these 4 men, and I dare tell you that she was clear when she told us that these 4 men were like brothers. They worked together. They lived in the same vicinity. They hung out together. Now, the question that a lot of people asked, in the field of abduction, of the abductions that we have witnessed in the country several days for the last few months, the people that have been abducted mostly come from different parts of the country. Somebody is kidnapped in Kitengela, somebody is kidnapped either in Nyeri, in Embu. Yeah, because they attack or they expose the government from where they are hiding from. But these people were abducted. The 3 of them were abducted on the same day while they were coming from, I think, a joint somewhere around Mlolongo. So when they were abducted, the questions, the narrative that was sold to the people of the Republic is that these people were abducted because of attacking the government. But that is not the case. The DCI has been digging deep into this story, trying to uncover the reason of the abduction. And some of the details that they uncovered are as clear as the day that these people were not legit, that these people used to do some shady businesses that might have led to their abduction. Now, according to a publication by the Daily Nation in regards to the Mlolongo 4 abduction, this is what they had to say. The paper highlighted the ongoing investigation into the abduction of 4 Mlolongo men. The probe has taken a new twist after it emerged that one of the 2 missing had multiple mobile phone lines not registered in his name. The investigation team headed by Directorate of Criminal Investigations (DCI) Deputy Director in charge of investigations Paul Washira summoned 4 men whose identity cards were used to register the 4 mobile lines linked to missing abductee Kalani Moema. Moema went missing in December 17th alongside his friends Steve Mbisi, Justus Mutumo, and Martin Moam. Detectives have blown the case of the abductees open with a view of establishing their business dealings and relations. One of the individuals whose personal details, including the ID, were used by Mwema to register line has been confirmed to be one of his uncles who had reported his ID card stolen. Now, three other individuals whose IDs were used to register the phone numbers have been confirmed to be individuals who had lost their identity cards. The four individuals whose details were used have been summoned to record statement with investigators at DCI headquarters in Kiambu Road. This week, the National Police Service, through spokesperson Mushiri Nyaga, confirmed that at least four individuals whose details were used to register the cell phone lines held by one of the Mlolongo four men had been summoned to record statement with the DCI. Now, what does this tell you? What volume does it speak? How does it confirm to us that these people were not as legit as they have been sold to us to be? Tell me how you are abducted because of attacking the government, and then when investigations are done, it is realized that the lines that you hold or the the mobile lines that you're using, the four mobile lines were off, were off. They were registered by ID cards that had been missing. And these people that their ID cards had been missing had reported their ID cards stolen and even had a replacement of their ID cards. And even one of the said men is an uncle to the person who is missing. So the question is, what business dealings were these people conducting? What biashara did they used to do that required them to use stolen ID cards for them to register their mobile lines? That means these people are conducting illegal businesses. I don't support the narrative of abduction. I don't support people taking the law into their own hands, because as a country and as a democratic republic, we have a constitution that guides us on how businesses and how arrests should be made, because there is a process where the police are supposed to summon somebody before arresting them. But as we speak in regards to the abductees, the family should learn to speak the truth, should learn to reveal inner details on the businesses that these people were operating. Tell me how, because they told us that, like the sister to Kalani, who is the main suspect in the said line scandal, he said, I mean, she told us that the brother used to sell bags in Mlolongo, same to one of the other abductees. But tell me, why does a bag seller require to have four lines registered under different ID cards, which these ID cards have been reported stolen? This means that these people had shady dealings that they were doing, and that is why they had to to hide or conceal their identity with stolen ID cards so that they can register their mobile lines. Going further, there is also an allegation that two of the said Mlolongo abductees were land sellers. They were brokers of land in Mlolongo, which means they used to deal in selling lands as middlemen. Now, could it have been that also the other two that are not named in these were involved? Because these four people were all friends. And mind you, the first three were abducted on the same day, and after abducted on the same day, the next day is when a body was logged in or was registered as an unidentified person at the city mortuary after the body was discovered in Roy. The next day, which was on 19th December, another body was registered also at the city mortuary, and it is a body of the said of one of the said abductees. Now, it is also claimed that on the same 19th, another body also came in and it was logged in, and many suspect that this body was one of that of the Mlolongo 4. Now, the body was registered at the city mortuary, but when the case blew open and it was revealed that the body is at the city mortuary, this body, after the workers at the city mortuary tried to verify or find the body because they had received it and logged it in, they found out that the body is missing. Now the question that people are asking, where is the body of Kalani Mwema? Because Kalani has been missing since the 17th, and he was with the three others, or I mean with the two others that were found at city mortuary when they were killed. Now, a lot has been said, but sometimes we point fingers without us verifying the details on the reasons or what these people had been doing before they were taken into custody or before they were abducted. Now, according to the wife to one, Steve BC, who was abducted the following day after the three were abducted, she says that the men that abducted her husband came into their home and ordered her to sit down with guns held on her head. And then they told her husband, Steve BC, to wear his clothes, and they got out with him. They threatened even the family before leaving with Steve BC, and from that day, Steve BC has never been found. But Steve BC was a friend to these Mlolongo other abductees. What does this tell you? This is not a case of abduction done by the rogue squad that has been abducting the people that have been attacking the government. These are people that were abducted because they had other dealings away from the criticizing or the social media yapping that we have all been doing, trying to call the government of the day into account in regards to the corruption deals, in regards to the bad leadership and the bad governance that we have had in the 254. Now, this confirms to you that hawa vijana wanne wa Mlolongo hawakutekwa nyara kwa ajili ya kuweza kujaribu kurekebisha serikali ya Rais William Ruto. Walitekwa nyara sababu walikuwa wanafanya biashara haramu ambazo zilipelekea wao kukamatwa. Na kwa sasa inaaminika hata familia zimeanza kukataa kuzungumza kuhusiana na kazi ambazo vijana wao walikuwa wakifanya. Ila wakati mwingi wanasiasa wanajitosa tu katika sakata la kuweza kuitukana serikali ya siku na kuweza kuihita serikali ya siku kuweza kufanya kitu, lakini cha kushangaza ni kwamba hii serikali what makes me wonder is after the abduction of these people, they were killed the next day. When we look at the other people that were abducted kutokea tarehe 21 on 21st, that is when other 4 men were abducted. That was Bernard Kavuli, a critic of the government, one Billy Mwangi from Embu, Ronnie Kiplagat, the brother to Kibet Bull, and Kibet Bull himself. These are 4 men that were abducted, and we all knew that these were abducted for the reasons of being critics of the government. Now, these were abducted after the demonstrations were called in January, na watu wakajitosa katika jiji la Nairobi kuweza kuandamana, ndipo hawa vijana waliokuwa wametekwa nyara kuachiliwa. Hawa waliweza kuachiliwa, hawa wana waliachiliwa na kuweza kupatikana katika sehemu tofauti nchini Kenya. But when you look at the other abductees, they never had any record of them criticizing the government. And sio vijana hawa watu ni wazee. The youngest of them all is 29 years. The eldest is 42. So this tells you these people were operating in other fields that we all don't know about. Yeah. Ni moja kati ya story ambazo zinaendelea kufunuka na kufichuka. Sisi kama The Kenyan Daily Report tuko hapa na tutazidi kukujuza aswa kuhusiana na yale ambayo yanayojiri kutokana na story hii yote nzima. Ni hayo kwa sasa dau, tuungane katika video zetu zijazo. Hii ni The Kenyan Daily Report.